Hey guys, today's Saturday, March the 18th of 2023, and I wanted to go over natural gas, the most anticipated video, the most views I've been getting lately. So without any further delay, let's get into it. As you can see, this is the price action. This is the weekly chart. There's 3 cycles here. I'm not going to focus on the one that continues to drag lower. I'm just going to focus on 2, which is the 143, which is this one right here. And I want to show you what's going on here. So this is the 143. It bottoms around March 22nd, 23rd. And then you see this right here. This is the dominant cycle. This bottoms out around March the 20th. This is a technique what you call composite, where you merge, let's say, 143 and the dominant cycle, which is 17. Once you do that, this is the kind of forecast you get. You see that we got this nice little bump. What's forecasted that maybe it could continue pushing lower all the way to March the 22nd, 23rd, around there, and then it kind of pops and moves higher. Is that going to play out exactly the way it is? No, but it's just kind of a forecast of a probability. The next one is the 125, and that one bottoms out around March the 27th. And hits a trough, and then the cycle goes up. So let's add 17, which is the dominant cycle, and it's showing as a possible swing low March to 22nd. So you can see that this is a very interesting week if this is going to play out, if this price action is going to play out into the future. Let's go to the daily and see what we could extract there. Okay, so this is the daily chart. And what I don't like is this dominant cycle, which is 76. This cycle is pushing down lower into April, but we know that for some reason April, seasonality wise, is very bullish. So these are going against each other. So that's one thing I don't like, but I just wanted to bring it up to you so like that you are aware of what this cycle, dominant cycle on the daily chart is. But we're going to focus on the 247 cycle, which is this one right here. You see that we hit a peak right here. Correlation is pretty good. We hit a bottom trough around January the 30th. And this cycle peaks around June the 10th. So this cycle is up and it's bullish. Now we got to just see that we can make higher highs and higher lows and maybe follow this cycle. I'm leaning more April because April is where it peaks. But if it wants to continue going to June, hey, I'll be happy. But I know seasonality wise, April, where it gets very toppy and then it gets weak again. So that's what I'm playing on for the daily cycle. Okay, so this is a seasonality chart I like to use also. And you can see that right here, March the 16th, this is where we're at in regards to data. And it kind of like does a nice little pop, kind of goes sideways here. And then it kind of has a pullback on the 5-year average on March the 22nd. And also the green, which is the 10-year. And then it just starts just grinding higher. Now a little pullback on the 27th, 28th. And maybe this last April 3rd, and then things start chucking along higher using the 5-year, 10-year, and the 15-year. Looking at the commitments of traders report, we're getting some really good clues. As you can see, non-commercial, which is large speculators, all of a sudden turned bullish. Oh, is that surprising? Look at that. They were on February the 20th, around minus 179, 264. Look at that. Minus 156, 399. Nice little pop. Nice little push higher, kind of like leaning around the December 19th high. So large speculators are going long natural gas. What a coincidence. Do they know the cycles and seasonality? Maybe. And look at commercial. Ooh. They unwinding, unloading 127,530. And what was the low? 134,013. This one was 137,182. So they're unloading. Okay, so this is the Elliott wave chart, and this is the weekly. As you can see, the Stokes are bottoming out right here, starting to get a little life. You can see that we let's see over here. We got maybe a wave 4 right here in play, 3. And there's a wave 4 projection, which is 329, and also 406, that's in the future. But so far, we're just kind of hovering right here. And if we go to the daily, and this is where I want to focus on, we are on a wave 5. Let's open this up a little bit here. This is very important right here. Let's put our Gann. I could get that working. Okay, so we got the 180 right here. There's this 21, and there's the 144, which is March the 20th. I have an eye on that. And these are some ones I have now from this swing pivot low that are working out into the future. So Monday is going to be interesting. We know that Monday, the 20th, is bullish. So this 144 could probably make this thing get a nice little pop Monday if the trading, average trading by days will play out. And that's it for the Elliott wave chart. I just want to see how this is going to play out here. Monday is going to be very important if it turns around. And also, the 22nd is the end of the ellipse. So this is the ellipse technique. So anywhere between the 22nd and maybe the 23rd, price action could get very volatile, either up or down. Doing this, the Gan Square, if we zoom in, you can see that it broke that angle, and I was watching that. It failed. It's kind of floating below it. So I want to see if it could go back up, retest that. And what this level is, 249. Key level 249, if we could just get above that angle and regain that for Monday and Tuesday. And also I added a new one, which is from this swing pivot low. It's a 45 degree using the 45 1x1 and the 90. And you can see right here that it's about to kiss it. So that's the 45 degree from this low right here. So this is going to be very important, this angle, and if it could hold that there into the future. Okay, guys, so this is my master chart. And these things I have here, these little arrows or dates, these are pivot swing lows you want to probably make a note of. There's the, well, it was March 15, but that didn't play out. There's March the 27th, and then there's also the April 3rd. So what these are, swing lows, and then these are targets to the upside. And this is the annual Q strategy. So this is like a quantitative strategy here, saying that these could be possible swing lows, using probability. And these are targets, or at least dates, where it tops out. So April, you know that is a swing high in seasonality. So April 26th, even if it extends and it does a bull trap, May 11th, even all the way to May the 29th. So those are possible swing highs if it starts trending higher. And these right here are swing lows. So I just wanted to show you those dates. So that way you know if we just continue pushing, we get close to these dates and you get some big candle, to the downside, it could be that maybe that's where the turning points are coming. Again, used to use the 10-year average, or not 10-year average, 10 years ago to see what price action has done in the past to kind of get an edge into the future. And you can see that right here was the swing low, and then it rallied all the way up to like April the 19th, 20, pullback, and then the May 1st. And this is close to this April 26th, so somewhere in that ballpark. So keep that on your radar. Also, this 420, interesting number. Anyway, looking at the annual number here, annual cycle, it bottoms out here and it goes up. There's a little bump and it peaks somewhere around May 15. Using the fast annual, it bottomed out somewhere around, this is 3-year, fast annual. And there's a slow here, swing low here, and then the swing high hits around May 2nd, around there. And then using the mid annual, I think this is a 12-year, so it pulls in, does a low here, and this one goes all the way up to like May the 10th. And then doing the annual decimal together, It bottomed out somewhere around February the 8th, hit a peak high, a low coming in right now until like March the 23rd, bounces up to like 411. So this is something more realistic of what I'm looking for, like an April bounce, and then lock in profits. And if it's going to pull back, it'll stop me out, or I just lock in and get out, depending on what the price action is. So those are the dates you want to see or you want to log down. I also wanted to show you in regards to calendar for next week. There's going to be some interesting things going on here. FOMC, big event, Wednesday. And I just want to let you know there's a few other things that are not probably market related, but you want to know. One is Xi is visiting Putin next week, this week coming up. I don't know the exact date, but you want to keep that on your radar and see what they talk about and what the news talks about, or whatever they say publicly, because that could affect natural gas and the markets. So Xi meeting Putin this week coming up. And also, I just saw on Twitter that supposedly, we don't know if it's true yet, if it's going to happen, but supposedly Trump is going to get arrested on Tuesday. So I don't know if that's going to be chaotic or controversial. I don't know if it's going to affect the markets or not, but at least you know, just in case it does happen and volatility kicks in or whatever, or, you know, riots or supporters start showing up, who knows what the hell is going to, is going to happen. But either way, supposedly, if it does happen, then, whatever. But supposedly he's supposed to get arrested Tuesday. Just wanted to put that out there. Then Thursday, unemployment claims. That's very important. The 23rd, that's when Pluto enters Aquarius. So all these things are happening all right here in this week with cycle, seasonality. It's just a big cluster of energy building up, on the sky and the cycles and the seasonalities. Like everything is just cooking like a barbecue. And then, Friday, PMI. So those are the days you want to focus on: the 22nd, the 23rd, the 24th, and all the stuff that I related to you. This is the calendar for forecast for this week. The statistics average return by trading days shows that Monday is bullish, is 0.34, so it's up. And then Tuesday is down. It's kind of, I have down Fs. That means like down kind of flat, minus 0.03. There's not that much of a pullback, but 0.34 is very strong pop on Monday. And then Wednesday, it's up 0.70. So that's strong. And then Thursday is 0.61. So that's up. And then Friday, it's minus 0.08. So it's up. Monday, Tuesday down to flat, Wednesday up, and Thursday up, and then Friday minus 0.08. So it's kind of down to flat. If you look at the average return by weekday, it's minus 0.174. So it's kind of down. Average return by weekday, average return by week, it's minus 0.036. So that's down. And then average return by month. So this month, it's 1.098. So this month should be up. So those are the statistics for this week. Now you know what, could possibly play out. And I just want to stress out, last week it was pretty good. It came up and then it came down and then it came up. And then this one was like up to flat, but it really came down. So this one didn't really work out. This is not perfect. This is just kind of like a guide to let you know what's probability in statistics. Not that this is exactly going to play out this week. This week could just be could go to hell and anything, it's not going to work out at all. And then people are going to be like, what happened? It worked out last week and this week it didn't work out. You said up and it went down and you said down and it went up. So I just want to warn you, You just have to take this and, use it with price action and everything, but you kind of have an edge, like, the probability that, chances are it might go up. And I showed you some things that 20, the 20th looks a little kind of bullish. And then this goes down, and then, it goes up, and then it goes up and maybe sideways, and then this goes down to flat. So just wanted to put that out there. That way I don't get any comments or whatever, or you suck or this and that. This is just letting you know this is just one of the tools that I use. Can you trade with this, just by itself? No. And don't get, cozy wozy just because last week was perfect and Friday was, a little off. This week could be all off and be like, oh, what happened? But that's the way trading is. It's just, you win some and you lose some, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. As you can see, this is where things have changed. Large speculators are getting very bullish. The low was 179.264. Now they're at 156.399. So they pushed higher. Commercial as of February the 21st was 141.515. And look, they're unwinding. They're selling 127.530. This is the one important one here. This is the one I like. Commercial or large speculators are sniffing it out. With that, hopefully this is not a long video. I try to compress a lot of information. Maybe I probably missed some important stuff, but let me know in your comments. Let me know your thoughts. What do you think? You think we're bottoming out? You think we're close? You think maybe there's a little more downside? A lot of the energy sectors pushing lower. All these cycles are kind of all like clustering in. This is what I call the cluster fest. Everything is kind of lining up into this week. We got new planets going into new signs. Trump might get arrested. I told my wife that. She started laughing. She's like, is that for real? I was like, yeah, I mean, that's what they're saying. Oh, Lord. Anyway, all this stuff, Powell is talking Wednesday, it's like, it just doesn't end. It's just so much stuff going on. But this is an important week, and I just wanted to give you a heads up. Hopefully you enjoyed this weekend. Hopefully you had fun Saturday. Hopefully you have even better fun on Sunday with your family and friends. And let's get together, regroup, and see what happens on Monday. I'm holding long. Hopefully this thing is going to turn around and get us a nice little pop into April. Then once we get into April, just kind of see, where we at. If we get that pop this week or next week or towards the end of the month. Hopefully you like this video. Let me know your thoughts. I'm going to sign out. The kids are going nuts downstairs. I don't know what they're doing. Hopefully this place is not on fire. And God willing, I'll see you again.